Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
And I'm Will.
And we are Working Title. It's Mob Psycho time. Today we have episode 11 of season 1.
Master
and Leader. Last on, we, the good guys, were all captured by they, the bad guys. Will they win or will we break free? Must find out, or you must find out. So, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you've not already done so, and ring the notification bell so you can be the first to see these videos, and throw a comment down. What has been your favorite moment from our reactions so far for Season 1, and what has been your favorite moment from the Season 1 in general? We're gonna punch it.
Boom! Damn it, Bob.
Yes! Arataka's back in the story.
Imagine he actually has like an OP ability. Like he'll pop off with real enemies in front of him.
I'd be down, I'd like that.
What? Why was he afraid?
Is it salt?
Yeah.
Is that like a guy possessed by a spirit?
I don't know.
Instead of paying rent, he just like scared him with
he
salt
threatened
fees.
him. He was like, bro, I will exercise you right now.
This bag of chips is sea salt flavored. Be scared and take me all the way.
It's okay, Ritsu.
Aww. They're even cuter and tinier.
Ah, the smart brother. He paid attention in class. Now he's dead. Just give him a hug, man. Yes! That makes me happy.
Ooh, a nullification room.
Yes, the smart brother. Oh, dude.
These two are so sweet.
You won't even let me apologize.
And you wanted to beat him up. Come on, Ritsu. Too damn wholesome. Okay.
A temp trainee.
Let's go. Sakurai.
That's so weird.
Floating sword.
Yeah, I mean, he probably has, like, control over it. Oh, is he gonna pretend to be, like, the big boss? Could he mean? He's acting really important. I love that he's, like, the King Con man. Subordinate.
He's the leader. Oh my gosh. I'm losing my job.
No.
Man, he already has like an entourage. Look at him. I love that.
Or an escapee. Damn, he just snitched on the kids for no reason, just so he could keep going. The biggest brain plays.
I've been waiting, man. He's gonna come in and wash everybody with fake legality.
Just a commanding presence is enough. I'm telling you, it has to be his secret ability. His secret ability is manipulation.
Persuasion.
Yeah,
like heavy persuasion. He's unlocked. He like put all his points into that category. It's nice to see these three finally all in like one single scene together.
Yeah.
4 of them all in one scene together. Finally, we just are missing Dimple now.
It's so unreal. He doesn't even know. Is that a whip?
Let me see. Don't blow it, kid. Don't you blame others this time.
Why are you whispering?
Man, imagine they just like tell like tons of top secrets to Arataka just like that.
Guys, that's a crime is funny. Oh no.
Damn it.
No!
Damn it. Can he convince them? Watch. Wait, hold on.
If he pulls this off, it has to be his power.
I have
100%.
Come on.
Look me up. Spirit specialist. Well, you guys messed up.
Damn. He's your boss now. If you want to live.
Yeah. I like this. Being a liberator. Fighting for the freedom.
Hero! Wow.
What? I mean, like... Oh my god, so he actually didn't know.
Mabu!
Yeah, bro, we need you, like, at 1,000%. Ooh.
Oh. And you are?
Oh, shit.
Really?
Squish.
Wow. That's intense. Unless Mom defies gravity. No shot.
There's no way you just, like, kicked him.
How did no one see him get all the way over there? Everybody shook.
Then you're not the strongest. Is that like the phrasing he's gonna make? Let me tell you something. But okay.
If it's self-defense, maybe.
$5 yen. They're like, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I don't know.
I like
I'm
that
so
everybody's as
confused.
confused as us. Makes me feel somewhat happy. Hypnosis punch.
I think that the reality of it is...
Gosh.
I think the reality of it is that he just catches everyone's self guard because they don't expect a normal human to actually fight back. Wow.
They're not even adults.
Yeah, it's very absurd. Our children who failed to grow up. Oh. No, salt.
It's crazy that he has to guide these super strong kids.
Come on now. Nice.
Woo! Okay.
Little brother.
Okay.
I'm like, oh! Holy.
I can't tell which way is up and which way is down now. They cleared out the buildings, now it's just a freaking free-for-all. I like the villain with the sword. I like this guy.
Nice!
Yes! Okay, he's my favorite guy now. He just cleared off the stupid wig.
Oh, he looks normal again. You look better though.
Oh, so much better.
Woo! You're not... Dude. Why? Oh no. I'm glad he can make his own decisions.
Yeah. And nothing matters
no.
when Ritsu's hurt. Nothing matters. Oh, damn.
Reagan, shut up. You're just ruining the moment. Oh, that's terrifying.
They're not allowed to go there. Right.
Hit that 100.
Not today. Well, that's from the intro.
Oh, he looks so cool. Murderous intent is great. Reagan. Bro. I mean, he's looking out for him. Okay, he's being smart, but woo.
Mom is such a cute kid.
Yeah. Right. He's just like everybody else. That's a weird comparison.
Huh? Uh-huh. Cool. So begins a strong bond.
Wow.
And fusion.
Ah, yes. Free money.
And profit.
Dude.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
His back is split
I
open.
don't believe it for 1 second.
Ah!
That was penultimate. That was a good one. I got what I was just complaining to Caleb about. Like 2 days ago, I was sitting in the gym. He was asking how I was feeling about Mob. I was like, I really like the show. I'm enjoying the characters. So my biggest complaint is even though I love all the characters, I feel like they still need more spotlight. Each and every one of them, like Ritsu and Ma, like that. I hate that there's only going to be 12 episodes of just season 1, and it's a short season or a show in general. So, but these characters are all really sweet, as this episode showed. But I said my biggest complaint, more than anything, just to jump, is I want more Arataka. So I wanted him a lot.
Yeah.
I really liked him, and I felt like he got sidelined so hard after like the first 2 episodes. And Caleb reassured me that he would return and have good moments. Didn't think it would be today. So
Yeah.
I'm happy. I took that and assumed it might be like a season 2 thing.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. He's like a strong character. You said it kind of perfectly. Like he demands your presence.
Yeah. He has like a commanding like
feel to him.
Feel to his character, and
it's
like
the confidence.
It's the confidence, and it's within character. Like he just walks up and is like, because he's a con artist type guy, he does it well in the show, but also like in the story he does it. But even the way he's portrayed to the audience and the voice acting and everything about him, it really does like command the presence of the screen, the room, whatever.
I think it could also be because he's like the only adult character we're following too.
Yeah.
Like all these people we're following are all children, and even Taruki, who's probably the most adept at understanding things, still is like not fully in the loop with like even like relational bonds between Ritsu and Mob. Arataka's kind of that guy that has like the most in with stuff, even if he doesn't have the most in with the story line.
Yeah.
Like he's like good at assessing things, or at least like he's perceptive enough to manipulate. So it makes you feel like you can put your trust in him to like get something done.
Yeah.
Which is it's a nice quality to have for like a character, and it's a strong quality for characters to have to like kind of steal the spotlight. I feel like you really only see that with like you do see it in animes. I was gonna say you see it a lot in live action when an actor's really good. That kind of just shows up and you just gravitate towards them.
Yeah.
You definitely get an anime too. I'd probably call that the fan favorite character.
Yeah.
Like a Gojo, a Levi Ackerman, like a fill in the blank. Like when anime has like the kind of the character that shows up and immediately it's like everybody loves them.
Yeah.
I feel like Arataka's probably that guy. It's hard. I feel like people would actually like Mob a lot. Like, cause it's hard to know because I've not engaged with any audience members other than Caleb outside of me and Will. I feel like Mob's probably a really liked protagonist. I'd feel like probably people really like Taruki if I had to take a guess, but I feel like Arataka's like the guy that people like really love. Maybe some Dimple people. Like that's the hard thing.
Yeah.
Is just this, I really like the characters, and I feel like the audience probably really loves all of them too.
Yeah. Let me plug in real quick.
Oh, the charge cord so our camera doesn't die. Choose from the top 5 characters and tell me which one do you fall in the category of between Mob, Ritsu, Taruki, Dimple, and Arataka.
Yeah.
It's been really hard for me to decide.
Yeah. It's tough for me too, and it's just like it's funny just because every character has their moments, even within the episode where I'm like, I kind of like. I feel like this is the first show in a little while where I like the role that every cast member plays amongst themselves as a group. I feel like sometimes, especially with anime, you just engage with characters that are very, like, atypical personalities.
Right.
And then there's also some that are just, like, generally... Like, I don't know, like, they just pick out characters that is like, this is clearly going to be, like, the annoying one. This is going to be the annoying one that everyone feels for the season. Whatever characteristics you want to find annoying, fill in the blank, that probably everyone else finds annoying too, but I feel like the show, all the characters are pretty, like, unique in what they have going on, and none of them are, like, the standard. Like, Taruki is probably the closest to how most characters that we've or the shows that we've watched on the channel, like, he's probably the one that, like, kind of falls in line with, like, a lot of other types of personalities we've seen in the show. Right. But between Mob and his brother a little bit, his brother kind of falls in line with a lot of, like, other anime characters from other shows, but between Mob and Arataka, and then those two in there being, like, more the side characters, even though they are pretty main for what we've experienced, it's just like a good diversity, I guess I would say.
Yeah, well, the characters feel like they serve purpose to the story too.
Yeah.
Like, in a lot of anime that we've consumed, sometimes it feels like the characters are literally brought in for, like, a single, like, plot convenience, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, a big scale, whether it's, like, Full Metal or Attack on Titan, like, a character will be introduced, and maybe, like, several seasons later down the line, they find a use for them.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to feel like they're here right away for a reason. I think that's also probably why I'm not super fond of, like, the high school characters, because right now all they serve, the ones outside of this plot, like the actual high schoolers, like the girls and the funny, like, the bully guys.
Oh, yeah.
To me, they just kind of serve as, like, a plot of Mob not fitting in. Like, that's their purpose in the story. Yeah. Other than that, they're rather one-dimensional and kind of goofy. Or the ones that are with our main plot right now, I feel like they all serve a reason for Mob's step towards a character progression, at bare minimum. And yeah, just to wrap around to the beginning of the episode with Arataka, another reason why he's great and commands the presence is he does it to the characters in the show. Because he not just commands our presence, he commands the characters. It's a natural trait of being a con man. It reminds me of, obviously, the biggest con man I ever knew was Sawyer from Lost, and a fan favorite from that show, and similar traits. He just walks in, starts telling random things, and people believe him, and he's a funny guy. Like what is it called? An intelligent idiot. Yeah. Like, he comes off as an idiot in how he plays himself, but he actually knows far more than he leads on.
Yeah.
And then, also kind of wholesome between Ritsu and Mob today. Seeing them as kids is super cute. Seeing them as a youth and making up for past beef was nice.
Yeah. And, the one thing I appreciate, like, that we saw in this episode, and also comparing it to other anime, and I know it's, like, part of it's, like, an Eastern culture versus Western culture thing, like, again, I live in the U.S. We could just really consume anime and see stuff online, whether it's, like, I don't know, sometimes I like watching, like, the street interviews of, like, Japanese citizens, or, like, the people that do, like, they walk up to somebody and they're like, oh, so, like, what should foreigners not do when they're in Japan? Like, asking, like, the everyday person type of thing. But anyways, like, from what I can tell is that they're not as much of, like, a physical... You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of, there's not a lot of physical... PDA, whether it be, like, relationship-wise, or even just, like, with friends, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, walk up and see people, like, on the regular, like, shaking hands, hugging, but doing that. And at least in the shows that we watch as well, that's, like, rarely ever portrayed. You know what I mean? Like, I can probably count on, even the anime I've watched outside of this channel, like, probably 6 times where I can think of an anime character, like, hugging another person. You know what I mean? Sure. Even when they're crying. Like, somebody will be crying and I'm like, damn, this person just needs a hug. And they're just like, it's okay. And the most they might get is, like, a, type deal. But so it was nice to see Mob, and even with siblings, too. Like, you don't always see it with siblings. So, like, seeing him embrace his younger brother, especially when his younger brother was pretty, like, broken up over how he had acted. It was nice. It's like a refreshing thing to see in an anime.
Well, that's what's nice about Mob and Ritsu's relationship too. Is, like, Mob just has such a deep love for Ritsu.
Yeah.
That it's Ritsu explained it in the alley. It's, like, frustrating.
Yeah.
To not, like, have, I guess, somebody to lash out on.
Yeah.
And he didn't feel comfortable initially because he didn't know how his brother would respond. with his brother being a tiny bit special and having this like crazy amount of power that like he just didn't know if it would reciprocate poorly or somebody would die. And then on the other side of that, just on an emotional scale, his brother's so darn sweet that it's never even felt like the proper person to ever target your problems, because you don't think he can even handle any lash out. You know, sometimes you don't lash out at somebody that you just know is too kind to ever have deserved it, and it's an immediate apology. So even though he tried to fight him a couple episodes ago and they got separated, it's nice that today, like, you won't even let me apologize.
Yeah,
like, he's too darn sweet.
He has that like unconditional love that's like, no matter what you do, like, I'm gonna love and care about you. And even like a little bit is like lacking emotional intelligence. Like, Mob doesn't even like understand. Like, there's part of it where it's like Mob just doesn't even understand that he was semi-wronged by his brother, you know, in some form or fashion. But still, it's like, I think even if Mob understood that more on an emotional level, I don't think it would bother him. He would still be like, hey, I'm glad my brother's back. We're together. Like, it's all good now.
I think we talked about Arataka, the brothers. Also, just to finish off on Arataka, I really liked the bit of him and the hierarchy play, like moving up to the upper echelon of the villainry until we met the villains. Honestly, there was a moment that I thought, you know, he actually might fool them, because we don't know the people that are in charge of the 7th Division, whatever they're called. We don't know who goes higher up. We haven't even met the real boss yet, so it wouldn't even like have phased me if he like was able to pull it off.
Fool them, yeah.
If like everything's held secret, how do you know who's who? Kind of deal. And I liked that even though that didn't work out, the suits, the black and blue suits, they still like kind of took his side in the end, just because the villains were like, we don't care about you openly. There goes that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you know,
bad villains.
It's interesting too to like, you know, I always kind of read Arataka as like just trying to be a con man, like to the fullest, like even with Mob. But it seems like there is on some level of him like attempting to not nurture, but like he looks out for Mob. And, like, it shows with those people. Like, do you guys really want to, like, work for, like, a horrible organization that's like this, that's doing illegal stuff, that doesn't even care about your, like, if your well-being or if you're alive? Like, scram. Get out of here now. And then throughout the episode with Mob, where he's like, no, like, dude, I told you don't use psychic powers against people. And later on in the episode, you know, when he tells them, like, it's okay to run and, like, don't stoop to their level. At the end of the day, this is going to be like that, like, you hurting them is going to harm yourself. So I'd be curious as to like, where does that come from with Arataka? Like, why does he have that viewpoint? Because, you know, most people, even myself, I'm sitting here, I'm like, nah, fucking kill these guys. You know what I mean? Like, just kill them. They're going to kill you. So, like, what in his past or his life has brought up the
Arataka's life.
Yeah, Arataka's life, that's brought up like the idea of, you know, like, doing harm to other people or getting revenge is only going to, like, ultimately hurt you at the end of the day.
Right.
On, like, emotional, spiritual, mental, like, whatever. I mean, that seems like the spin he's getting on it. But it makes me feel, too, that Arataka's a little more genuine with... Because if he was, like, truly just manipulating Mob... Like, I could see on, like, a short-term play of, like, trying to pretend like he's a good guy to tell Mob, like, oh, we don't hurt people. Like, we just do this so we can make money. You know what I mean? Like, I can see that. But to, like, double down on that, even in the face of, like, actual danger, there's, like, there is, like, a standard he's holding himself to and trying to hold Mob to as well. Yeah. So, I would love to, like, see that more. Or, like, does... The other part of it, too, I kind of thought from earlier episodes is that as a result of Mob blowing up one time? Like, did he witness Mob go 100%? Or was able to, like, snap him out of it and knows that that's, like, a dark place for Mob to go? Or is it just so strictly off, like, Arataka's personal principle and morals that he doesn't want Mob to go there? You know what I mean?
And initially, that's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah.
Because up until this episode, my idea was that Arataka was actually there or like present or knew about it through the news, that the kids had died or something, the ones that got into a fight. Because I wasn't really sure if the kids died and if it was like Japanese news that everybody had seen. And then slowly, as the show kept going, you would have thought that Mob would have been known as like the kid killer or something, and that didn't happen either. He's just like the quirky kid that people knows can like lift spoons. So that didn't happen, but then Arataka still knew about it, and then with Arataka not really even like having any relationship with Ritsu, as we saw, like they don't like even hang out or like see each other. It's really purely Mob and Arataka. I was like, okay, so where is it coming from? And then today, honestly, I'm feeling like it's just like a place of genuine care. Like, you just don't want someone so innocent to lose their innocence. Because like that's like what makes them special to a degree, is despite their like ignorance of or lack of self-awareness and like what's going on around you, you're kind of just it's really just like you don't want to lose that innocence. It's nice that he's been kind of like this little cocooned person, because that's where he's been so sweet and he's been able to like contain himself. And perhaps Arataka's just like scared of, if this person grows up, that he'll be like everybody else. He'll not be able to control himself. He'll have moments of lash out, but I don't know. It doesn't even matter, because when Mob gets to 100, he's even worse. And we kind of talked about it too. Like, maybe the best thing for him is to grow up so that he can express himself, so that when he hits these peaks, they're not so dangerous. And then as for just Arataka, like my thoughts on him, I said to Caleb that I thought of it after the vase scene when he came to save the Khan, or came to save Mob from other Khans. It kind of changed my mind as to maybe not so much he's conning Mob as much as it is like, gosh, the only thing I can pull from is like Vinland character, like but I'll just say just real life. If like your uncle knew that you're just sitting around playing video games, or your dad knew you're sitting around playing video games, they said, come outside and do like lawn work for me. Like, it's not so much as the dad's has an extra worker, labor. It's, let's use this kid to like do something to keep him active, because it's better than doing something else. Or if his parents are bad parents, at least he's with me, in proximity of me, Arataka, a better like adult figure in his life. Even though it does still benefit like me, it's still good for him to get out, kind of thing. Like, at least he's getting out. That's how I kind of see it. It's like, because he's a kid, and he's, maybe Arataka just feels like the responsibility is better with him. I'm not sure.
I mean, it can be like, it can be both. Like, it can be...
It's beneficial to have a lot of kids, because when you're old, all the kids can help raise you when you're an old, saggy person.
And he can also, like, actually just be manipulative, too, but, like, he cares, but he's not necessarily being manipulative, but he cares, so he's getting him active, but he's like, I'm still gonna, like, manipulate other people and make money. Because it seems like he has, like, some... Like, he didn't even know who those random 5 kids were. Like, there was no... when he told them to get out and made this, the lackeys, like, let the kids go, Ritsu's friends, like, he didn't have any knowledge that they knew Mob or they were in any relation. So he has, like, some moral code he goes off of, like, we're not messing with kids. And going back to, like, the vase episode, like, no, we don't con kids. Like, that's not something we do. Like, he doesn't explicitly say that, but it's like he's okay with, like, conning people to an extent where it's, like, benefiting them, I guess. Because, like, you think about, like, all of his cons that he does, he's trying to help someone out, but, I mean, he's taking advantage of them. Maybe he's not actually helping. I mean, like, that's up for the world to decide.
Right. Well,
but, but it seems like he has a stance on, like, not messing with children, at least.
Yeah, or like, whatever he helps or, like, asks Mob to do, he knows it's something in his department that he can do, where the villains today were, like, exploiting them for their maximum, what they can't do. Or taking advantage. Like, I don't know. It's... The show will, I'm sure, go into what they wanted for these two characters. I feel like that's probably the closest we can get for now.
We gotta see if Arataka's alive. or if Mob snaps. I mean,
I'm really trying to just go off of. I can't. We were talking about today. I can't really remember the OPs enough.
No.
But like, I really don't see the show going farther without Air Taco. I just like it doesn't. It's not how it goes. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Unless I'm fooled next episode. But for now, we will see. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on perhaps our thoughts or the things we talked about, the 5 characters. Which category do you fall in between the 5 mains for who's your favorite? We'll see you in the finale. Punch it.
Boom.